Okay, I think that's recording. Hi everybody. I am Aoibhe and welcome to my crochet studio here in Ireland. I thought that I would try and do a couple of videos, maybe one every week or thereabouts, to keep myself on track on a couple of projects that I'm working on at the moment. And I figure if I have it in video online and you guys are seeing it, then I might very well get things done on time, because ADHD and general distractions of daily life are an issue. So here we go. Hi, how's it going? I don't know what I'm doing, but let's go with this anyway. So I've got myself a bit of a list here with stuff that I'm going to talk to you about. And if I can read my own writing, then we won't have too much of an issue. So first of all, just wanted to say that this jumper here that I'm wearing, this sweater, is called Pick a Lane, and it is my latest pattern release, and you can get it on my website at the moment, yarntowers.com. It is a mix of different techniques, so you need to be able to Tunisian crochet, regular crochet a little bit, and knit as well to do this one, because it is Tunisian on top. The entire yoke is made out of short row Tunisian crochet with a little bit of traditional crochet thrown in just for the crack. The body, so the body here and the sleeves are made with just regular stocking stitch on the round, so you get yourself your circular needles and your DPNs and just go round and round and round. It's a little bit of waist shaping right in there at the back, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can just go straight down and have a nice sloppy jumper if you prefer. I like adding waist shaping because then I actually kind of feel like I'm not just living in a bit of a sack, but I know some people prefer a nice big sloppy cozy jumper. Yeah, and a little bit of crochet at the cuffs and the hem as well here, because I don't like doing a 2x2 knit rib. I just always find that my stitches are loose on one side and too tight on the other, and it's always a bit messy. So I prefer to find alternatives to a 2x2 rib, and that's what I've done with this. This is just regular, to me, double crochet stitches. In US parlance, it's a single crochet stitch. So Pick a Lane. It is available currently. It is currently on sale because it's a new release. So you can get it from every size, from extra small up to 3XL, I think, at the moment. My next jumper that I'm working on, I'm going to be doing that up to 4XL, and then if that actually sells, if I get testers for that size, I'll push it, and I'll push the next one up to 5XL as well, because I know larger sizes don't get catered for as much as a lot of people would like. But I have found in the past that finding testers for them is actually quite tricky, and I'd really rather not release something that hasn't had somebody test it, because that feels like it's half done, a bit half-assed as far as I'm concerned. And I wouldn't want to stand by the shaping and the sizing and that kind of stuff if it hasn't actually been made by somebody in that size, and to see if it fits them at that size, So yeah, so my next jumper that I'm going to be working on is, let me pull this off here, show you this in a minute. Next jumper I'm going to be working on is currently being modeled by Dolly, my mannequin. So let's bring Dolly in. This is Dolly. You see her okay there? There you go. So this is my next little one that I'm going to be doing, and this is made out of hedgehog fibres yarn, so it is delicious. It is edible. It's so soft, so squishy. And again, we're going with my current obsession, which is Tunisian crochet yoke, knitted body and sleeves, and then once again I've got some crochet on my cuffs, but in this case it's Tunisian crochet, so it's different texture. So this is absolutely gorgeous to wear. It is really, really comfy, and I'm currently writing out the sizes for it. In current spreadsheet, it is being worked on. There will be more to it. That is the yoke worked out anyway in sizes up to 4X. So we'll see how that goes. We'll keep working on that. And after this one, I've got another one that's sort of based around the similar size as this, but I'm going colour work with it. So later on in the autumn or early winter, the early winter, I'll get to that as well, and you'll be able to see what I'm working on that. That is all currently off camera over there, pinned to yoga mats and exercise blocks and all sorts as I'm doing all my samples up. So we'll see how that goes. Put Dolly over here. Thank you very much, Dolly. Next on the chopping block we have this. Now this I assumed was going to be my final version of this, and frankly I actually really like it. I like how it's turned out, but we have ourselves a bit of a crescent shawl problem. If I can find the middle here. That's a weird shape. Huh? Weird shape. Now, the maths is right. The maths is right. I've gone over it a couple of times, but here's the problem. It just seems with Tunisian crochet, there isn't the same accommodating stretch that you can get with knit. So the maths, even though they are technically right, aren't enough. So I'm going to have to overcompensate with my increases on the sides. So as much as I love all the work that I've put into this thing, and the colours are just fabulous together, and look at that transition. It's not just gorgeous. What I'm going to have to do is remake it with more increases, which last night I started a little dinky one. So there's more increases on this, and the shape is looking already a little more accommodating, but we'll see as we work on if those increases are even enough with that. I've got plenty of yarn. I can reuse that as well, so it's not an issue. It's just a matter of getting it done, really. This yarn, for the record, is from Aoibhe, who are down in the sunny southeast of Ireland. I'll put a link to them underneath here. It's their yarn. It's absolutely gorgeous. Their colours are inspired by the kingfishers. So this shawl itself is going to be called Crudine, which is the Irish for kingfisher. And it's two of the most prominent colours in a kingfisher's plumage. So that is going to be part of a very special event next year, but it will be released separately for you guys as well. Oh God. Velcro. Maybe don't get Velcro on your samples, Ava. Terrible, terrible idea. Yeah, God, sorry. The fear, the Velcro fear in my head just there, Jesus. So anyway, Crudine will eventually come out, but at the moment it is an unexpected prototype. I wasn't quite expecting this not to be the finished one, but there we go. So Crudine, anyway, will be a future thing. Yeah, okay, so like all the patterns that you see here, obviously you can find on my website at yarntowers.com. That's like a tower of yarn, but also a fancy sounding building. I'm on Patreon and I do a lot of interesting stuff over there as well. Everybody gets technique specific glance cards every month for $5 a month, from how to translate a knitted shawl, a knitted lace pattern to Tunisian lace instead, to what fibres are warmest and what fibres are coolest, to colour theory, to all sorts of fun stuff in between. So if you're interested, I'd love you to drop by and have a look at my Patreon as well. Okay, I wanted to do a feature at the end of each of these videos as well called Aoibhe's ADHD Hack of the Week. I need a better title for that. Currently, Aoibhe's ADHD Hack of the Week seems to be watching Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, not the musical, the 1980s TV show. I found a really, really low quality copy of it on YouTube, so I'm watching that currently. I love the musical itself, so this is just something that seems to be compelling me to sit and actually do the work at my computer. So I've got that stuck on in the background. So if you do need a hack of the week, then maybe I might suggest going and having a look at that. I'll send the link in the description as well to the first part of that. It is really bad quality. The sound is awful. The visuals are terrible. You can't even see the actors' faces more often than not. But it seems to be enough at the moment to keep me focused. So that's Aoibhe's hack of the week for ADHD. That's pretty much me. I'm going to try and edit this down so I don't ramble quite so much. I got my taxes done early. And I think I hear my dog coming. So everything's going to get disrupted. Hopefully this won't be a one-off, and I will see you guys next week.